creator, God or not, private business. We both human beings, we should pay more attention about love, compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, self-discipline. Next question.
Your Holiness, thank you very much for your powerful words today and funky glasses. I like them. I like your glasses.
How's I see. then without glass.
It's even more so.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you about compassion. You spoke of all of us having a compassionate soul. But many times it feels like there are acts of lack of compassion, and that compassion is blocked between many individuals, countries, situations. How do we unblock compassion?
Now that's a very important question. As I mentioned earlier, basic human nature, more compassionate. Like these young children, they don't care about, say, different religious tradition or different nationality. So long, play together. One time, I visited Switzerland, Pestalozzi. Some Palestinian children, Jewish children, play together, nothing. So at a young age, like that, they don't care. What is differences? Gradually, when we join our education, our school, then you see, not much talking about our inner, deeper human value. Simply, you see, talking about money, about materialistic life. Now, that's, I feel, existing modern education system is not complete. It's very much oriented about material value. So now, modern education, as I briefly mentioned, should include about education inner value, so that children at a young age are basic human value very much alive. They need that. Now, once join education, the further sort of explanation, the warm-heartedness is very important for your health, for your happy family, for your happy community. These should teach, should include. And then furthermore, the Indian psychology, as I mentioned earlier. You see, there are, in the West, when we say consciousness, they only sensorial level. Not much talking about chit or mind. So training of mind is chit, not eye consciousness, ear consciousness. The five senses of consciousness, because of the active, the mental consciousness, they are then in dream time, sensorial consciousness no longer, mental consciousness there. Then deep sleep without dream, even further deeper consciousness. So sometimes it can possible in dream time, thinking some spiritual practice is more effective because the sensorial consciousness no longer active. Like that. So I think it is important to make distinction, different level of consciousness. And real, the trouble, anger, attachment, jealousy, these come because of the mainstream of consciousness, not sensorial. Like that. I think one person seeing someone very dear, and one person see that very negative. But I consciousness same. Mentally, one is considered negative, one considered positive. So training of mind is mental level, not consciousness. So it is very important to make distinction, different level of consciousness, mind. Since these troublemaker, anger, hatred, these related with main consciousness. So method also must develop in main consciousness, not sensorial. Okay. Next.
We'll do one more. Anyone in the back?
Hi, Your Holiness. So I have a question. As you mentioned, we are all the same, and I believe that a question that we've been struggling all our lives is a sense of self-identity, even though we say that we are brothers and sisters. But as you mentioned earlier on as well, we see things differently. We have different filters. So how do we recognize and fine-tune?
should. They should. 더 고스톱도 안 맞아.
咱们记住了，
是吧？
没咱们记住了，送水一年俺说，40岁我的这个米也可说给，40岁
是吧？
Yeah. So how do we recognize and fine-tune the filter that we've been using to reflect a true self or identity? Because there's been so many labels that we face since growing up. So how do we find that true voice?
그래서
是把那个米写完一年了，几个拉点给他们说，咱们记住了这样子。
as I mentioned earlier, see, we are social animal. Each individual's future or happiness depend on community. Now today's reality is Eastern world, their future depend on West. Western world's future depend East. Similarly, South, North, like that. So, and then I think we too much emphasis different nationality, different races. And India, I think caste system is really outdated. So in any way, you see too much emphasis, differences. It's a source of problem. No gain. Think about oneness of human being, oneness of whole world. That is the realistic, and as I mentioned earlier, it's the European Union, the thinking, oneness of European. They are not sort of emphasis French, Germany. One of my friend, the von Weizsäcker, great scientist, physicist, quantum physicist, he told me when he was young, he said, every German eye, French is their enemy. Similarly, French eye, Germany is their enemy. When we sort of, then you see, 1990s, he told me, nowadays, that kind of sort of perception no longer. German, French, just our neighbor. So like that, too much emphasis with German, French, killing. What benefit? It's a oneness of European, much benefit. So further extent, oneness of human being. It is possible. It is very good. Now today's reality, we really need the sense of oneness of human being. Since a lot of problem, including killing, is on the basis of differences, different nationality, different religion, cause problem. So the only remedy is go deeper way, we are same human being. So that's the only way. If we think deeper level, we are same human being. They want happiness. I want happiness. My future depends on them. Then killing is no longer relevant. It's much better. Live together. So I think those American company which produce weapon, I think eventually should close.
Last question is,
Yes.
when can we come back?
What's up?
Yeah.
Come on.
Gene, you're going to say thank you?
Oh.
Yeah. Next week?
Oh.
My wife would like to say thank you.
Okay.
Your Holiness, thank you so much. We are so grateful. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Seek and you shall find." And we have come, we are seekers, and we have come and sought your wisdom. And hopefully with your wisdom, we will want to plant seeds so that we will grow good fruits of peace and love. So thank you for being part of
Thank
our
you.
journey and our life journey. Thank you.
Thank you. I very much encouraged, you see, people from different country, different culture, different language, but come here as a human being and thinking more deeper level of our value. That's hopeful sign, hopeful sign. So now sometimes I feel my age, now 84, so not many years now, perhaps another 10 years, then 94, then too old. But it seems my mind still, I think, okay. The 94-year-old wheelchair mind, quite clear. And then I can talk. So, but anyway, in any way, you see, now my life now ending. So, so long. So I alive, and according to my own experience, some of these thoughts, you see more and more people showing interest and implement and further think. That's the purpose of my life. My daily prayer, my physical, my speech, my mind, dedicated well-being of other. And furthermore, I'm monk, no family, so quite good. Otherwise, you see, my children, grandchildren, their marriage, a lot of problems. So some occasion, I told some Western who become Buddhist monk, I told them, you see, when you feel a little bit lonely, you should look those family who have a lot of problems. And I have, you see, some my friend, when my first visit to America, one wife and few children. Then after a few years, another visit, another wife. Then another occasion, third wife. That also is a source of a problem, isn't it? And especially those children. So I told these people, this is sort of source of our encouragement, simple Buddhist monk.